My dear brothers and sisters, the resurrection of Lazarus reveals to us very beautiful and at the same time a great mystery of Jesus and the gospel. The first thing to highlight, it seems to me, is the enormous human dimension of the life of Jesus, faced with the mystery of death. Jesus Christ. This is maybe the shortest verse in all gospel, which has a great significance. Faced with the most terrifying mystery of our life, the most difficult, the most complicated, the most mysterious, the one that perhaps causes the most pain, such as death. Jesus Christ, God Himself Christ. This reveals to us in some way that our God cannot be a God of death, but quite the opposite. God is a God who appears in Jesus and through Jesus on the side of life. Our God is the God of the living and not of the dead. Therefore, He resurrects Lazarus. He calls him outside. His place is no longer the grave, and it must be untied so that he can walk, speak, bear witness. Of course, my brothers, we have to understand that in its many faces. We mainly apply it to the final moment of the life of one of our loved ones or our own life. But it is not only this. The meaning that the gospel gives us to that is much extensive. Even we can feel it day by day in our world. You know why? Because there is a true culture of death, diametrically opposed and at odds with the life of Jesus in the gospel. This culture of death is what several popes and also the entire church have denounced. This culture of death has operators, actors, officials, agents, promoters in today's society. They are the ones who want to convince us that life is worthless, that life can be bought and sold, that the only thing that matters is the moment, the deadly fun, the living a good time, the waste-generating needs that we do not have, the compulsiveness or vertigo and vortex, the attraction of being permanently on the edge of the abyss, tempted to jump. It is the same culture that generates the exploitation of man by man, slave labor in clandestine factories within the same cities, which generates more and more poor, oppressed, marginalized, expelled from every system, thrown to the side of the road like a garbage. They are the multiple faces of the poor, the girls who go out to sell their bodies for coins, The party drugs, electronic or not, are so popular among our teenagers and young people today. Culture of death that has its own God, who is money. This God has his way of operating based of appearance, seduction, and deception. Work in the shadows, hidden, and he draws us to his own place, the real tomb. But cheer up, my brothers and sisters, don't get sad. Jesus comes to free us from all that. Jesus comes to establish the culture of life, revealing that he is the resurrection and the life. He has words of eternal life. He alone can heal our pains and our ills. He is the one who comes to meet us, to take us out of a spiritual or existential numbness. It is he who comes to resurrect our lives, to give us a heart of flesh that feels, cries, palpates, caresses, breathes on our own misery and the misery of others. He is the one who gives us new life and reconcile us with the Father. Make us live as brothers. Make us take care of life. Make us aware that we all inhabit the same earth and we are responsible for the common home. He is the one who awakens us from sleep and lifts us up, make us stand up, reveal us what our dignity is. He is the God of second, third, fourth, 13, 20, 100 more chances. Change. I will give you not just one, more than 1,000 chances and opportunities to come back to me. He's the God who never tires of forgiving. That is why today's gospel, now facing Holy Week and Easter, commits us. Although every time we read the gospel and meditate on it, we do not remain the same. Today, my brothers and sisters, the world, but especially our society, our city, needs generous hearts that, having encountered the God of life, the one who cries at the death of Lazarus and resurrects him, truly dedicate themselves to the service of others in love for their neighbor and the enemy, and put themselves decisively on the sides of life. Today, we need men and women who denounce the culture of death without fear, contributing in our everyday lives the culture of life that Jesus reveals and gives us every single day.